When I told you that I went supermarketing, I went up and down the aisles and I saw apple pie filling in the cans. So I bought it. And the apple pie recipe that I've got is phenomenal. Everybody does it. What I also found, of course, they have cherry pie filling, apple pie filling in cans, and then they had key lime pie filling. So I bought it. And this was 15 years ago. And I tried it, and it made an amazing ice cream. The problem now is you can't find the stuff. I had to order this. I used to use, what's the big canned pie filling? Duncan Hines. But I had to order Lucky Leaf. And it took me 6 weeks to get it online, ordering it. For some reason, it's crazy. You can't find key lime filling anymore. So I got it, and we're making it, and that's that. Okay? These pie shells are 99 cents in the store, and they come like this. And all you do is take this off, take this up, put a label on here, and these became so popular in my store. What I would do is every time I made ice cream, I would throw 2 of these under the machine. You'll see how we do it. It takes no brains. And then put this over it. Put a little sticker on here, key lime or apple or whatever it was. You can make them out of anything. One of the popular ones was bay leaves. And put it in, I used to just put them in the freezer and put a sign out front that I sold them. I sold them for $10. You could do much better today selling them. But anyway, they got so popular that I went and bought those glass door Coca-Cola freezers, you know, whatever, and I put it right in the showroom, right by the kitchen, and they had pies, these things stacked up, and people would grab them as they leave all the time. And it's pretty good, $10, you know. You know what it cost us? About $2.50. So it's there. Okay, so I'll make one today just for kicks. Okay, now we're going to use the 12-quart machine. 6-quart, 12-quart, I think, 24-quart. These have the same profile, so it's hard to judge. And that's a 44 at the end. You won't need that. Not even you will need that. All right, so we'll make key lime ice cream, or I call it key lime pie ice cream. And the ingredients, Philippa was gracious enough to give me one of my cards so I could see. We're going to make it in half of a 24 because we're using a 12. So we'll need 5 quarts of mix, 18 ounces of sugar, 44 ounces of pie filling, and 12 ounces of key lime juice. All right, we need 5 quarts of mix. All right, 5 quarts it is. 18 ounces of sugar.
Want me to do it?
18 ounces of your sugar. Pie filling. And 12 ounces of lime juice, and they even make Key West lime juice. Of course, my wife wouldn't have bought this. She would have bought Walmart Schleim juice.
Poor Rose.
She likes to save money.
No, she lives to save money. You know, life's too short. How many ounces did I say? 12? 12. 12, 12, 12. Does this hold 12? Yes. Okay, 12 ounces. Does this have to be refrigerated after opening? Refrigerate after purchase?
Oh,
I don't get it. That doesn't make sense. You buy it, it sits on the supermarket shelf. They don't refrigerate it, but after you take it home,
we gotta refrigerate it. They go and left the store.
It does say that.
That's crazy.
who would have thought?
Maybe it's supposed to be cold for the,
Okay, so we have our ingredients. By the way, this is something that I always do, and you'll appreciate this. Remember I said when you get your lineup for the day of what you're going to make? What I like to do, I have that cart from Harbor Freight, and I put all the ingredients on that before I make ice cream, because I don't want to forget anything. I don't want to do this and forget the lime juice or the sugar or whatever. So what I do is I put all the ingredients here, and then just as a last thing, I count how many ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I look. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know I'm good. Make sense? It's me being paranoid, that's all. A full batch in the 24 is 1 bladder, which is 10 quarts. I always make half batches, which is 5 quarts. And I never had a problem. So we'll add 5 quarts of mix. Once we put a bucket underneath, which I always do. Thank you.
that's good mix.
Okay, in we go. If, Now we have 2 things left to add. This is a little tip you should put in the back of your head. We have this to add, and we have this to add. Which should we add first? The answer is we add this first so that we can wash it down with this. And we need a little hoop-de-doo here to add this. Okay, looks like we're happening. What else? Anything else? Yes, what? What do we do now? We taste it. Okay, we're ready to roll. Water's on?
Water's on.
I know you don't like to sub for dairy, but can you sub for sugar? What happens when you pour honey in there?
I use honey. A couple of my recipes have honey. Honey bourbon, one of the popular ones.
All honey, or is it a 50-50?
What do you mean?
Like, do you still put sucrose? You still put
No,
sugar?
no. Honey takes the place.
It's coming out.
And I use one type of honey. Any other questions? Yeah, but one, you know, there's like 180 different kinds of honey. It's amazing. You know, you go to the supermarket, there's 3, and one of them is Sous Bee. But there's really a lot of honey out there. And I use a honey, because I made a study of this, and the honey I use is called sourwood. You ought to be writing this down. Sourwood honey. Now, we've mentioned a bunch of things here. Where can you find them all?
Amazon.
Watch. eBay. Everything. Everything is on eBay. Amazon, yes, but eBay, it's where I shop. And eBay has everything. Sourwood honey, if you want vanilla beans, you know the beans that I use, eBay. If you want the vanilla that I use, which is Dancy vanilla, eBay. This is from Mexico. In my opinion, this is it. It's very floral and very good and very inexpensive. Oh man, I'm going to pass this around, all right? This is vanilla that everybody poo-poos me on this. Everybody in the whole industry poo-poos me on my choice of vanilla. But I got to tell you, smell it, you'll use it. You know how much it costs? Oh, we can't tell, right? We're not allowed to. It's really a great price. It's floral, right?
It's like lavender.
It's very flavorful. Nobody that I've ever met endorses this to use, except me. And believe me, I try a lot of vanilla. My wife's a baker, and I try a lot of vanillas. She doesn't even like this, but I use it all the time. You'll see, you get my recipe book or whatever, all the time I use Dancy vanilla. And where do you get it? Only one place, eBay. It comes clear or dark. And I gotta tell you, I owe a lot to this vanilla. And if you're not embarrassed to use it, you should get it. Okay, I do make my own vanilla. Here's how I make my own vanilla. Somebody asked me this a day or two ago. By the way, I get about 60 emails a day. That's why I don't do phone calls, because I get 60 emails a day and I answer them all. In spite of what Danny says, I missed one, I answer them all. What are you doing? Taking a picture? Oh, cell phones. Here's how I make vanilla. In many recipes, I use the vanilla pods. They're about this long, and they're what you get off the vanilla. So you take the pod when you want to use it. You know the little specks you get in vanilla ice cream sometimes? You want that sometimes. So you score the bean, which means you take a sharp blade, go down, and then you open it up, and then scrape, Danny, and then you scrape the pods out. Well, you're left with a husk. Take the husk, buy a 175 of cheap vodka, as cheap as you can, and pour a little off, and then put the husks in there. Just keep putting the husks in there. Put it on your shelf, let it go for 6 months. Keep putting husks in there. Eventually, it's going to turn this color. And then you know you're ready to use it. Use it sparingly. It's the best vanilla you'll ever taste. Don't, you know, I used to save it for when I made ice cream to take to parties and give to friends and stuff, because it's rare. It's hard to, you know, you have to age it. Anyway, that's what the phone call, the text was the other day. He said, I've been doing it for a year. It's ready to use. What do I do now? So I said, open the bottle, pour all the liquid into another bottle, and then you have all the pods sticking in this empty bottle. Take another half gallon of vodka, pour it in, and keep going. And just keep putting pods in there, and eventually you'll get more of this. And that's how I make vanilla. Is that what you asked? Okay. I pay him to ask those questions. All right, let's see what we got. Oh my. Okay, so we have the pie shell. We have 2 of these for me to take out and give to 2 people I know. Yeah, like I'm not going to have any. Oh. Okay, watch. It's kind of simple. Yeah, we'll wing it.
Do some lime zest on that.
Or what I sometimes do is little crust graham cracker, you know, dibbies. What do you call them?
Graham cracker.
Yeah. Look how white that is. Oh, good one, huh? It's very thick and creamy.
Is anybody local?
I asked that already.
Would you like to take some bourbon pie?
So then all you do is you take this and you put it on here and crimp it. And Brian, I guess we're going to eat this on the way home. And I believe you'll be in for a treat.